They're loaded with acid. Bobby!
Gene Simmons is the leader of the rock group KISS, and in Runaway, he makes his film debut, playing an extremely evil villain. I asked him why he had chosen this particular film and why this particular role for his debut.
Luther strikes me as being a very well-defined character, and I love the sort of approach he's got to life, much more animalistic than most bad guys. I mean, I remember seeing the evil guys in films, and they've always sort of tried to rationalize to themselves why they were bad. They'd say, you know, when I was 5 years old, my father used to beat me, or whatever it was, and so there was a conscious swerving from good to evil. And Luther, who Michael Crichton, the director, never gave a history to, has this very much animal sense. I never made a value judgment, incidentally, of whether or not Luther was good or bad. I saw Luther just as a different sense, a different form of life. The nature of the beast, for instance, of a tiger is that if you're in the way between something it wants, it's going to kill you. It's not going to make any big deal about it. You're just in the way, so you have to die. It's like the way human beings take a piece of lint off their jacket, and that's what it was about Luther that appealed to me. This guy doesn't have henchmen around him. He doesn't follow the trappings of what hoodlums have, you know, with the cigars and the booze and all that. And he's not loud. He's very conservative. He doesn't say much. He's got very clear aims in life, and if you get in the way, you're dead. And then he moves on. There's no gloating after your death. But I don't think he's insane. I don't think he just randomly kills.
But he's so evil. Tell us about what happened on the set in Vancouver when you were almost thrown off the set. By a policeman?
Oh, boy.
Did that really happen?
We were doing a street scene right in Vancouver on the streets, and I was supposed to be off to the side. In front of me is Tom Selleck and Cynthia Rhodes doing a scene where they're going into a building, and I go off to the side to get a cup of coffee from one of those street wagons. And there are, of course, police trying to cordon off the area to prevent people from coming into the scene. And so I'm practicing my line. I go back and forth, trying to feel. All I have to say is, coffee, black. That's all I'm supposed to say. But, I mean, you can read that many different ways. And so one of the policemen came over to our security guys on the film and said, get that guy. Who's that guy? That's a bad guy. Get him off here. Who is that guy? And one of the actors said, no, that's Gene Simmons. He plays the bad guy in the movie. He said, I've watched my hands when I shook him just to count my fingers or something. He said something really nice.
It's interesting, though, that you, as I say, being a rock musician, made this transition into acting so smoothly. How is that possible? Do they have anything in common?
I don't think so. I don't think being on stage and being in front of the camera has anything to do with each other. In one, you've got 20,000 people who just absolutely adore you, so you've got instant gratification. In the other, you've got this free-floating third eye that goes wherever it wants to go, may even go into your thoughts or just see everything, and you're supposed to be aware of it for placement and all, but not aware of it so that, you know, the camera has a sense. Yeah. I don't think it has anything to do. They're completely different. I studied quietly on the side without talking about it because I wanted to be effective, but I think there's nothing as boring as somebody talking about, oh, you know, I'm taking French lessons. Just shut up and speak French. Either speak it or don't. But, you know, the process of studying is not anything to gloat about. I mean, not gloat, but boast about.